Hey everybody, this is Grant from Type What's, where I'm on a mission to find a cure for type 1 diabetes that is repeatable, so it is no longer a life sentence. In this video, we're doing a daily vlog, or log, I should say. Um, I'm on PKD. I'm eating 350 grams of food a day, and I'm moving. I'm currently sitting in a giant moving truck. Let me get you an actual shot, because this isn't like your normal U-Haul. This is the first time I've used one of these. Some of these guys. And it has like an automatic door on the back, which is actually kind of cool. Automatic door might be definitely the wrong term. But it has that little black like lift thing, and it has this own little buttons you push, and it goes boot, boot. Pretty cool. It's a little non-standard for a moving truck, but more like commercial hauling of stuff or whatever. Anyway, helping my brother move today, and so this is the first like serious amount of exercise that I've had on this diet. I was my consultation with Paleomedicina. My consultation, they recommend that I don't even do my 2-mile walk a day, which is what I would do sometimes with the kids on a stroller ride. They said, bring it down to 1 mile. And then they were like, don't do any exercise. I was like, oh man. So I have to help my brother move. So I'm just going to power through it. I talked to them about once I'm healed through their requirements on the diet, what the activity would be, and with activity or athleticism, what would the changes be to the diet? I was like, is there a lot more? Is there more protein? Is it more fat? And he said it's really mostly the same unless you're a professional athlete training 6 hours a day. Right? That's not me. So they said it's gonna be mostly the same, maybe just a little bit more fat, or probably just a little bit more fat. So what I did is, just in case, I've already had my breakfast and lunch, my 2 meals for the day, and we're at about, it's probably like 2 p.m. We started early, and I've had my 2 meals, and I have a little bit more fat. So I just brought that in case I hit a wall or something with energy. But so far, I feel okay. I wasn't, jumping for joy moving or whatever. I kind of was I paid very close attention to my body, and I didn't lift anything that was too heavy, because I weighed myself this morning. I weigh 140 pounds, and I don't even know when the last time I weighed that much. It was early high school, maybe junior high. Like, this is crazy to me, but I feel totally fine. I feel totally fine, which just blows my mind. So, so this is it's a new wrinkle in the experiment here for PKD. So we just finished loading the truck, which means we're halfway done with our day. We have to drive 100 miles, and then we have to unload, and that's it. So that's usually goes a lot faster. Usually it's easier, as long as you have a space to put everything. So that's the fun part. But yeah, so that's my update. I'm mobile today. I had to get up. I got up. I left the house at 6, so I didn't quite have my normal morning routine and time to do my daily experiments. But what I can tell you from memory from yesterday is, this is something. I was definitely had a high level of stress yesterday. I would probably put it at a 9 or something, around that range. And this is really cool. This blew my mind. I've been getting into mindset stuff a lot, and just trying to work on my stress, or work on de-stressing, right? Because I have a job, I have a business that I've started that I'm very passionate about, and the nature of things is we have big expectations and a lot of ambition, and so there's a fair amount of stress that just naturally goes along with doing big things and great things. And so I thought about that. It's like I can have a life of complete peace and do nothing, right? Or I can try to find the right balance for me between good stress, and if I do get into bad stress, which I did have yesterday, how to come out of that. And oh my God, guys, I found it was like, it was amazing. I found a way to get out of bad stress. I'm sure it'll work for good stress too, but my mind was, I was upset, I was angry, and I don't get like angry very often. Wasn't quite angry. I was upset. I was frustrated, very frustrated. And on top of that, I was working most of the day at that point. So when I work, like my mind's like going 1,000 miles an hour. So I had my mind going 1,000 miles an hour, and then sidetracked, like sideswiped, and got super frustrated. And it built and built and built, and then I was like, I was about to take over, the kid time and be in charge of them. I was like, man, I just got to cool out for a little bit, you know. So, because I didn't want to bring that energy to them. So I was like, all right, I've been using this app called Oak by Kevin Rose and his team. And I've just used it for like meditation tracking in the past. And this last like couple of weeks, I noticed they have a couple like breathing things or whatever. So I've been trying them, experimenting with their breathing techniques. They have box breathing and different things. This wind down routine for sleep, which is highly recommended, man. That knocks you out. I can't believe how something so simple just knocks you out. But someone's pulling someone on rollerblades on a dirt bike. Sorry. But yeah, so super stressed out. I was like, all right, I want to meditate. I know meditating will calm me down. Let me try this breathing technique first. I did like this 5 minutes of this deep, calm breathing, which definitely slowed me down. And then I did a guided meditation, because I just felt like I had tried this one before, and it really helps you focus on feeling good, right? And I was not feeling good. So I did the 5 minutes of the deep calm, and then I did 20 minutes of, what do they call it, loving happiness on the Oak app. Oh man, I felt so good afterwards. I was just back in Happyville, man. Oh, so good. That's a huge takeaway for me in my life, because if I could come out of it, just 25 minutes all in, right? If I can come out of any kind of crazy, stressful situation in 25 minutes, oh man, that's going to change. That's just huge impacts on your life, because you don't have to live with that stress, and it affects your health, right? That's how it relates to all this, is it affects your health. And that when my genes flipped on epigenetics to get me my diagnosis of type 1 diabetes, I was under a ton of stress. I was working full time at a SpaceX as a contractor. My second what's it called? Second tour. My second tour at SpaceX. Came back I already had my startup, so I was still going on my startup, trying to do that on nights and weekends, and I only did the contractor job because I didn't want any long-term commitments. But man, it was, SpaceX moves. You can't mess around there, man. They move so fast. So I had all my work commitments, which is its own stress load by itself. We had a newborn baby. And then I'm doing the startup on the side on nights and weekends. Can you imagine that? And then I think that was also when Carson Wentz was drafted. No, just kidding. It was, but I wasn't really caring. At that point, that's right when I faded out of my Eagles fandom pretty much. Not that I'm not a fan, it's just definitely pay a lot less attention now. But yeah, so that's my big takeaways, guys. Experimenting today with PKD and some level of exercise. Although I'm staying chill, I'm definitely using a lot of muscles I haven't used in over 4 months. Like I haven't done anything in 4 months other than walking, guys. So, and then the meditation with the breathing technique. Ooh, and I did the breathing before, which I think is important to kind of calm me down and get me into a state that helped me be receptive to the meditation. Man, that was killer. So anyway, that's my daily log for today. Today is October 8th, I believe. It is the 8th. And so, yeah, I'm making sure I get this in to stay consistent with my commitment to making these every day. And I hope that this one day is useful to somebody.